Hello everyone. Do you want to learn DevOps and cloud but don't know where to start? In 2025, DevOps is not just a skill, it's a career superpower. The companies that are building the future are powered by DevOps and cloud engineers. And that's exactly what this series is going to help you become. Hi, I'm Kishore and welcome to Cloud Apps Bootcamp series. If you are a beginner who curious to learn about DevOps, a developer who wants to move into cloud, or even an IT student preparing for your first DevOps job, this series is built for you. Okay, what you will learn here? Here, what we'll cover across is the next 10 videos is we will start with what is DevOps and why it matters in 2025. Then we will break down cloud computing, IaaS, PaaS, SaaS with the real world examples. I'll share a full DevOps roadmap for 2025, step by step from Git to CI/CD, Docker, Kubernetes, and cloud. We will explore how the internet works, a must know foundation. You will learn about infrastructure as code, Git and GitHub, and full CI/CD lifecycle. We will cover DevOps, we will cover Docker, microservices versus monolithic, and finally, I'll take you inside a day in a life of DevOps engineer. Okay, why this series is different. Now, I know there are tens of videos out there, but here is the difference in this bootcamp. I explain everything in simple language with the real world examples, whiteboard style visuals, and hands-on demo. Okay, and call to the thing is, so if you are ready to kickstart your cloud and DevOps journey, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join me in this journey. Let's begin with video one. What is DevOps? Why every engineer must understand it in 2025. Let me ask you something. When you apply for developer job in 2025, why does the JD say must understand CI/CD, GitOps, Kubernetes, Terraform, or this DevOps tools, right? That's because today DevOps is not a role; it's a way of working. Whether you are a developer, tester, or cloud engineer, if you want to build, ship, and operate modern software, you need DevOps. In this video, we will go deep into what DevOps is and its life cycle, tools, and why every engineer must learn DevOps in 2025. Let's craft this journey together. Okay, first, what is DevOps? The thing is, DevOps equal to development plus operation. Development plus operations equal to DevOps. But it's more than that. It's a culture of collaboration between software engineers and IT operators so they can build, test, and release faster. Earlier, dev teams could throw code over the wall to their ops. If something broke in the prod, dev said it worked on my machine. Ops said not my code. DevOps kills this blame game. It says you build it, you run it. For example, imagine a car manufacturing plant. If assembly and quality teams don't communicate, the car fails on the road. Same with code. Same with code. Dev without ops is equal to car without no wheels. Okay. So the thing is, in a traditional SDLC, how it will be is in a traditional SDLC, we will have dev to QA, QA to ops. Okay. In a DevOps culture, DevOps team, it has a infinite loop, which means DevOps pillars is collaboration, automation, CI/CD, and monitoring. Okay. So the thing is, while coming to DevOps life cycle, DevOps is not a straight line. Okay, it is a continuous loop. Okay, DevOps is not a straight line. It is a continuous loop. Every stage feeds the next: plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, monitor, and repeat. That's why I have used infinite symbol here. Okay. For example, you build a feature, deploy it, monitor usage, fix bugs, and plan improvements, all without manual steps. This loop can run every day. For example, imagine you are part of a startup building a web app. Okay. Initially, your team releases once a month. Okay. You test everything manually, deploy late at night, and every release day is difficult for you. If bug hits production, it takes hours to fix before no rollback system. Okay. DevOps is an infinite loop, which means let me explain that DevOps infinite loop. Infinity loop. First, you will plan. Once you plan, you will do the code. Okay, after completing code, you will build that code. After building it, you will test it. If it is working as expected, then we will do release. Okay, once we released it, we will deploy it, and we will continuously operate it, as well as we will monitor. Okay, while coming to DevOps tool chain, tools make DevOps actionable. Each stage has popular tools. You don't need to know all, okay? But you should pick one from each category to practice. These tools are not just for DevOps engineers. As a developer, you will use Git and CI/CD. As an admin, you will use Terraform and Prometheus. Real world example. Let's say you are deploying a Node.js app. Okay, you push code to GitHub. GitHub Actions run test and builds Docker image. Terraform provisions your AWS infrastructure, and Argo CD deploys to Kubernetes. Prometheus alerts if CPU spikes. Okay, so the DevOps tool chain will be plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, and monitor. Okay, so while coming to DevOps tool chain, in plan, how we will plan? We will use tools like Jira to plan. Okay, and code. For code, we will use Git and GitHub. And build. For build, we will use tools like Jenkins. For test, we will use Postman, or we will use Selenium. And while coming to release, we will use Elm, Argo CD, and deploy. While coming to deploy, we will use KTS, and monitor. We will monitor with Grafana ELK. It's just some examples. Okay, in real time, based on your requirement, tools will change. Why every engineer needs DevOps? In 2025, DevOps is not limited to DevOps engineers. Every engineer is expected to understand DevOps workflow. Here is why. For example, if your role is developer, why DevOps matters? Because you will work with CI/CD, bug tracking, and containerization. If you are a tester, then automated testing in pipelines you will work. Okay, so you need to know about DevOps. If you are a cloud engineer, then you will work on infrastructure as code and scaling. If you are a sysadmin, you will move from manual to automated ops. If you are a data engineer, then you will work with pipeline as code and reproducible info. Suppose you are a backend developer. Without DevOps, you will write code and wait 3 days for someone to test and deploy it. With DevOps, your code goes live within hours with confidence. Okay. So you build it, you run it. While coming to DevOps trends and 2025 vision, DevOps in 2025 is evolving. It's not just about automation, it's about intelligence, security, and developer experience. Top trends is GitOps, managing infra via Git, example Argo CD, Flex CD, and all. DevSecOps, like embed security in CI/CD. AI ops, use AI to detect failures, auto healing, everything. Platform engineering, internet developer platforms. For example, in modern startups, Dev pushes to Git, Argo CD auto syncs infra, and Prometheus watches it, and Alert Manager auto remediates it. No manual and holding. So, while coming to 2025 DevOps trend, GitOps will take care of infra, yes, pull request, and DevSecOps, security by default. It secure by default, and AI ops, logs plus AI equal to autofix. Next, platform engineering. Dev self-service. How to start with DevOps? Okay, don't get overwhelmed by tools. Focus on one to two things at each stage. Build confidence step by step. Okay, while coming to beginner DevOps roadmap, first focus on learning Git and GitHub. After that, practice Linux basics. After that, understand Docker and run containers. After that, build CI/CD pipelines with the GitOps or Jenkins. Okay, any tool based on your need. Okay, and based on your interest. Use Terraform to provision AWS EC2. Learn Kubernetes basics with Minikube. Monitor with Prometheus. Okay. So project example is deploy a to-do app using GitHub for code, Docker to containerize, GitHub Actions for CI/CD, Terraform to deploy on AWS, and use Prometheus to monitor it. Okay. So while coming to DevOps learning ladder, first to focus on Git and GitHub. Second, focus on Linux. After Linux, focus on Docker. After learning Docker, learn CI/CD. After that, focus on IAC tools like Terraform. After that, focus on Kubernetes with the Minikube first, and focus on monitoring at last, okay, with the Prometheus. Okay. Let's recap. Actually, DevOps is a culture, not just a tool set. Every engineer needs DevOps in 2025. Tools evolve, but mindset is forever. Thanks for watching. If you want to grow in the cloud and DevOps, subscribe to Cloud of Craft. Let's craft your journey one tool, one concept at a time. Thank you.